All right, all right. I think I'm live. I'm live. Hopefully this time I should not get copyrighted. I only got one more strike. I got one more strike. If this strike goes through and they strike me, the channel's done. Okay. Long story short, channel's done. So I don't know how laggy the stream is, where my volume is at. Let me test the volume right now with the music playing. I actually have to check it manually. I mean, it's cool. It sound cool, right? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay. Chapter 1 1150. Do mi reversi. Mic check. Okay, I think the stream is laggy. There's a lot going on. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's lagging because I got so much going on, or I'm gonna wait like 1 second just to see if the stream kind of mellows out. Just to see. You know what? I think I might go in with it anyway. Okay. We're gonna do it. I don't know why the stream is so like laggy and skippy. It shouldn't be on mine, not at all. Yeah, it shouldn't be me. I don't know what it is. Well, bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I want to make sure the stream is good and I'm heard. I know it's skipping on my end. I don't. It might just be me watching my stream is skipping, or the stream itself really is skipping. I don't know. Nah, the stream is skipping real bad, and I don't know why. Oh, I think I know why. I think we're about to fix that right now. I think. Okay, maybe I shouldn't skip anymore. I think I know why. Background downloads. Downloads in the background, okay? That's a no-no. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed the problem. Okay. One more minute. I think we're good. We should be fine. No more skipping on the video, I think. Let me test one more thing, y'all. Oh, like I said, you gotta bear with me. Okay, my chat disappeared. See, I don't do this. I don't do this, man. I gotta straighten things out. One more second. I'm gonna start reading this shit. Okay, boom. I got my control room back up. All right. Now, I think I got this shit obscured enough to the point I'm not going to get copyrighted. So, as far as I'm concerned, we should be good. Let's go. Let's go. I hope the stream, when I play it back, is not lagging that bad. I hope it's just me. I don't know what it could be. My bad, y'all. It's just like, it's lagging, bro. So, fuck it. We're just gonna read the shit anyway, okay? So, chapter 1150. We all know what's going on in chapter 1150. I heard a little bit of spoilers. I said that already. Some of y'all know that, right? So let me just get straight into here. So as we see, okay, I'm hearing myself twice because I'm watching my stream back. I'm tripping. But listen, okay, so we get Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest, surrogate pilgrimage. She's done doing the things she's supposed to be doing, right? So we start off the chapter. This is my first time reading it, by the way. I have not read this yet. First review, first walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So we see a bunch of giants running toward the kids, yelling, "Oh shit, the children, oh, we're glad you're safe." Blah, 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 right? Mister from the bar. My dad fell down into the underworld. What? Yeah, Mr. Ya did. It was that lady, watch out for her. Them niggas is crying, so they running toward the kids. Oh boy, nah. I don't know what's happening. It's like I know my stream is skipping. I think it just paused, bro. It's like I'm getting cut out, bro. I don't want you to just never not hear me. But listen, let's get back into the chapter. I'm gonna try to just do the whole chapter. Fuck it. I don't know if it's skipping. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. My stream is skipping. For me, it's saying that it's skipping for everybody. I'm gonna just try to read this chapter, keep going through it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we saw Gonko bugging out last chapter. The giants caught up to the kids. They running toward the kids and shit. I hope I don't get copyrighted too, like I said, because I got 2 strikes. 3 strikes, you're out. 3 strikes, you out of here. So I got 2 strikes already. I got this shit pretty well hidden and laid up, you know. Looking pretty nice. So let's see what happens. I might have to turn my bit rate or like turn the frames down to 30 because I got so much shit going on screen. I don't know, but that doesn't even make sense. So I don't know what the fuck the problem is. Couldn't imagine. Well, okay, listen. They said she's floating. Poor kids must have been so scared. Let's go home. This nigga's hair is like a chef hat. It's crazy. It's like a broccoli hair. Screen. I ain't gonna be too close in there. I don't know how this new method I got to avoid the copyright. I don't know how good this gonna work, but I'm trying. So this grown man is running toward the kids and he got stabbed in his eye. Damn. So he's running toward the kids and he just got straight up stabbed in the eyeball. See, and it's weird because like I think when my stream pauses, you can still hear the music. So it's my voice that's getting cut out. Hold on, yo, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Technical issues. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Technical issues. I need a be right back screen. All right. All right, y'all. I think this is the best it's gonna get. Like the screen freezes. It's froze right now. Maybe if I turn off the pictures. Hey, I mean, maybe it's too much like Luffy on screen. You know what I'm saying? No, let me try that. I'll turn Luffy off. Let's see how that works for a second. I'm gonna keep talking while I also monitor that situation, because I don't want to, drag the video out for too long. So the dude got stabbed in the eye running toward the kid, right? Damn, he really got stabbed in his eye. He fell back. The kid's like, what was that? Like, of course, the kids don't even realize what the fuck going on, even though they've been there the whole time with like these thorns on them and shit like that, right? They should know by now they got these thorns on their body, around their body. Okay, so that's a little crazy. But as Gunko's floating in the air, she's yelling, oh damn, she's telling everybody to be quiet, silence. Knock out the kids, knocked out the giants that pulled up finally. They made it. And I'm glad Oda showed giants pull up, because it's showing us, they're not just sitting back, not everybody. And it kind of makes it just makes it feel like these niggas are actually trying. You feel me? It just feel different when you see it like that. It's kind of a different picture being painted. So let's look at this. Okay, yeah. The hockey stretching all the way out, right? It's stretching everywhere. That shit going everywhere. They feeling that shit. Dorian Broggy, some of them in a group is passing out, but not Dorian Broggy though. They feel the hockey. They said, whoa. Jaro felt the hockey, he's making a face. Some of them other giants over there, they wives are passing out, the old people passing out. Jaro's making a face. Like this nigga knew. He anticipated this. That's what it seems like. So Jaro is definitely on some shit. You know what I mean? As you would kind of expect Jaro to be. I got some things to say about Jaro. I'm gonna say that a little bit later. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say the things I got to say about Jaro a little bit later. Okay. Because I definitely got a couple things that I think about him. But yeah, Gunko, she's summoning these two barrels. She got these two barrels. And then it's like coming out this portal. Okay, she made a demon portal, by the way. I don't know if y'all probably can't see that. I don't know if y'all can. She is like a demon, like tetragram style portal. Okay, and then she says all resistance must be quashed. Is this the best thy sleep tits can do, Killingham? So now she's speaking real fucking like powerful now, like royal and shit. You know what I mean? Kinda. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I know why it's lagging. Hold on, let me try one more thing. Give me one more second. Is that too much too? Bruh, I can't tell. This is kind of a fucked up stream right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my stream is delayed too, so I can't check immediately if it's good or not. You know what I'm saying? I can't check. Because it's kind of delayed right now, even though I have an ultra low latency on. I can't tell if this is better, and I'm scared of the copyright. Cause like just removing that picture of Luffy at the bottom, that shit didn't do nothing. I know it's that background I had. You know what I'm saying? I know it's the background. Bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Okay, listen. As long as y'all can hear me, because it seems like y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me, so I'm just going to keep talking, okay? I'm changing the screen up. When I finally see my screen go black, like I said, I'm delayed. Y'all might see my screen black already. I don't know if it's like playing. But when I finally see that change, if it's working, then I'm cool. But I don't know what the fuck's working. So Gonko's floating in the air, and this is the appearance everybody's talking about. Damn, so she like for real a devil. Imu is a devil. I got some shit to talk about. After this chapter, I got some shit to talk about. So I hope my stuff works, because I'm going to take screenshots this entire chapter. And then after this chapter, I'm going to go through my screenshots one by one. I'm going to talk about everything. Screenshots should be fun. They're not gonna catch me on screenshots. I make videos all the time with screenshots in it. So there ain't no way they're gonna be like, no, your screenshots are gonna get you copyrighted. But listen, so Gonko got done. She's up in the air floating. She asked him that question about his nightmare. She's speaking real old timey. He said, not so, great one. The nightmare holes remain open. The nightmare holes, okay? They continue to spawn monsters from every nightmare found on the island. These are creatures from dreams with no concept of death. They can be revived at any time on my command. I'm sure Imu knows about his ability. He reiterated for us. You know, that's the type of thing that happens, though. So the stuff like this is reiterated for us. The people who are watching, you know, the fans, we need to learn about this ability. So he's gonna casually drop information about it in the middle of like a situation like this, you know. It's like a little tidbit, you know. So yeah, he mentions that those things are immortal. I figured they were immortal. They gotta be immortal, right? There's no way those things weren't gonna be immortal. Like that just sounds crazy. Like they're just gonna die in one hit. I thought he would be able to just make them come back. You know, that's how his power works. The dreams. So lead the line of Whelp Summers. Right, as you command. He's breathing all heavy. Is that Summers over there breathing heavy? Oh, I thought Summers was dead. Oh no, he not dead. Oh. So Summers is breathing heavy. They said, oh, he's still alive? That nigga's fucked up though. They said, is that woman the same woman up in the air? She seems different from before. Where's Luffy's group now? Luffy's group. They know who Luffy's group is, nigga. It's Zoro and Sanji. That's Robin asking that. Nami said, well, Luffy and Zolo and Sanji aren't here. Harden's bunch as well. It's just our luck that they'd all be down in the underworld far below. So they talking about all the strong people. When they need them, they're not there. The strongest people that they have. Okay, so Robin hurting herself, trying to break free the thorns and stuff. She's trying to get out of the thorns. She hurting her hands and her arms and shit. So that's just not gonna work, right? She says, I have to help. I can't just sit here captured and do nothing. My stream good? Yeah, see my stream? Okay, listen. She see, I can't just sit here captured and do nothing, so she frustrated and all that sort of shit, right? So then we go back to Summers over there sitting on the side after Scalper chopped him down and ran off. So it looks like his hand is slowly regenerating, but he's in pain. He said, so Emu said, the question now is with whom we will parlay, using these whelps of bait as bait. So they're talking about, getting the kids, using them as bait, and parlaying with somebody, right? So absolutely right, oh great one. It makes no sense, a kingdom without a king. Stupid Gabon, my body's an agony. Right? So, okay, so Gunko Emu is pulling up. Gunko is pulling straight up on the group of giants. Broggy, Dory, they're running on foot. So they were pretty close. It didn't make it seem like they were sitting around for 50 days while the kids are in threat of dying. So they actually got pretty close, right? Dory the blue ogre, Brogy the red ogre. I charge thee with dominance over this land. Thou wilt be kings. Are you with the Holy Knights? That nigga said, are you with the Holy Knights? She yoked her up. No questions asked. He said, you're the one who's driven Elbaf to madness, ain't you? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so they all attacking. You know what I'm saying? They said, yeah, Captain, we got that shit, yeah. Yeah, Broggy, my nigga, take care of yourself, Broggy. What you gotta do? See, now they thought it was that simple. He grabbed that motherfucker up. They said, nah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, y'all boys, go ahead. I got this. So he's holding down Emu, right? He think, I got this. I'm holding down Emu. They can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, give back the children. How many of you are there? Understand this, Broggy. Thou will meet with Beard Hill Jaru. Okay, she just boom, summoning a book. That's magic, bro. Bro, that's magic, bro. That's magic, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, cut off his head and hold it aloft. That's what she's saying. So she said, you're gonna meet with Beard Hero Jaru, cut off his head and hold it aloft. Okay? She's summoning a book out of thin air, bro. Out of thin air, she's summoning a book, my nigga. Oh my god. So then I'm just looking at this book, bro. It really appears out of thin air and flames. Then announce to thy people that we are the kings of Elbaf. Right now it's like we. What do you mean we? The book has a black flame that's cast out of it. Never. This is our country. You can't tell us what to do. That's what that nigga said. Boom, it's a dagger and a shoddy banger, a double barrel. She got the double barrel flintlock. She got the flintlock double barrel shotgun like that just summoned out of the joint, and then it's a dagger. Stab. It's the type of dagger, if I'm not mistaken, they're like some ritualistic ass dagger. The type of dagger niggas would have, and they cut their hand open or something, or they assassinate people and shit like that. So I might be tripping. But it will not be for nothing. She pulled out that double banger boomer. Boom, boom, boom. Blew that nigga hand off and like oh shit, yeah, that's an explosion. That nigga hand got blown off. If I'm not mistaken, like some of that explosion hit this nigga in his stomach. Went through his hand, hit him in his stomach. I might be tripping. But it says, I give thee the power of evil. Them niggas like, the captain's arm. Then that nigga arm is gone, bro. Damn, what happened, Captain? I don't believe it. She took off his mighty arm. That's his good arm. Already beat his beat with that arm. Nah, she'll pay dearly for this. In exchange for some measure of thy lifespan, thou wilt receive an undying body and uncanny strength. Under fealty to Mu, thou art unbound by common sense and logic. Demons are the only proper form for life to take. What? 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 Demons are the only proper form for life to take? Yo, so wait. I got something to talk about with that. I got screenshots, bro. I gotta do screenshots, bro. I gotta do my screenshots. Because I almost forgot. Let me go back 1 second. I almost forgot about my screenshots, bro. This nigga's hand, Summer's hand regenerated. That nigga Broggy. Don't know who Gunko is. She told you, y'all gonna announce that y'all the kings of this place. And that she flying too. That's another noteworthy thing, is the fact that she's flying. Oda doesn't just make anybody fly for no reason, bro. He doesn't just make anybody fly for no reason. I know for a fact my visuals are acting up for some odd reason. I gotta figure that out. Maybe it's the plugins I downloaded so I can blur that background like it was earlier. So put the backgrounds back on, cause like shit, it's broke anyway, right? So yeah, this is crazy, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro. So they said she'll pay dearly for this. In exchange for some measure of thy lifespan, thou will receive an undying body, an uncanny strength, under fealty to Mu. Under fealty to Mu, thou art unbound by common sense and logic. So if you're under the domain of Mu and the power of Mu, the fealty of Mu, you are not using common sense and logic. You basically become untethered. Okay? Demons are the only proper form for life to take. He said diabolical covenant. Did she say demons? What's she doing to him? And there's like a fucking tetragram, pentagram underneath this nigga feet, bro. He said, I'm sinking. Oh, shit. So Broggy's getting sunk in the ground, bro. Broggy's getting sunk in the ground, bro. Domi reversi. Dome reversi. Dome reversi. I don't know how you. It's like some Latin. That's Latin. Dome reversi. I don't know, bro. I don't know Latin accent, nigga. That's Latin. I heard a little bit about that. I heard somebody say like Dome. I heard people saying Dome reversi means return home, and what she actually said was like something about the darkness, the dark evil. So returning to the dark evil, that's what I'm assuming this is kind of meaning. And then this nigga's getting like, bro, the ground is flipping. She rotated this nigga. Bro, this nigga is getting rotated, bro. Bro, he's getting flipped and turned upside down. And then he comes above the ground as a demon. She reversed this nigga. He turned into a demon. He's huge. What happened to you, Captain Broggy? He looks terrifying. Is he a real demon now? Give back the captain we know. The real Captain Broggy has never once tried to attack one of his own crew. So they're really highlighting off rip that this nigga's different. He's not the same Broggy that you know, that I know, that anybody knows. He's different. Okay, they're letting us know right now that Broggy is different. Every way, shape, or form. That's what they're letting us know. Because everybody's mentioning it. Emu just proclaimed and declared all the changes he would undergo because of what she's doing. So then, yeah, the dude says, the real Captain Broggy never once tried to attack his own crew. He's got a warrior's pride. And then before he could say pride even, he got chopped down, blasted. So damn, so like he's knocking his whole crew off. Like he's knocking them away. Yeah, I feel all powerful. Nothing can stop me now. No, she got Captain Dory too. Damn, so that happened quick. So Oda is making Emu work fast, off screen. She's already flown all the way over to Dory, and he's like, yeah, come along, boys. It's time to kill Jaru. They said, no, Captain Dory, stop. You gotta wake up, bro. They said, bro, what about the kids, bro? If you actually do that, our country's doomed. Help us stop them. Captains. They do just have like flames and smoke underneath his feet. And seemingly, they just started transforming too because they're near these niggas. They're just being close to these niggas' demonic essence can corrupt you and turn you into a demon too. So the move is called Dome Reversing, and what she said indicates that she said everything should be demons. So this kind of, I'm gonna save the deeper theory part for later, but I will talk about it during this stream. I'm gonna make the whole screen normal. and I'll have all the screenshots that I just compiled up on the screen, and I'll use them to talk about shit. Because this is getting crazy right here. Was it because they were standing between the two of them, they said? They said, nah, bro, keep your distance. It can't be. This is wild. So then we see all these niggas, gigantified, okay? All these niggas are giganto. And then they're running around. They're making everybody else get flipped. This is ridiculous, man. Oh my god, these niggas are getting flipped. And then not only are the nightmare beasts back, which were strong but just one-shottable. Okay, the nightmare beast was strong but just one-shottable. Not only are they back, but Dory and Broggy are now, yes, they are now bigger than the other giants were. They say he looks terrifying. Is he a demon now? It looks like, yeah, they did. Looks like they did get bigger. I mean, were they already kind of taller than the people they were around? No, they weren't. I just went back. They were kind of roughly around the same size. And Dory and Broggy are taller. They're around the size of the nightmares. And presumably, Loki. Wow, so like they're kind of giant, right? They're standing over the trees, a good, height over the trees. And then somebody saying not bad. So this is the power of Elbaf. Oh, it's Emu Gunko. She said, it will not be destroyed, but preserved and ruled over. These niggas is crazy. So they don't, like, Emu's goal isn't to just destroy everything. Not everything, obviously we know that, right? Because the celestial dragons have the, what's the word, like the aptitude or the inclination. Then they're often inclined to, I mean, the world government in general, they're often inclined to, like, they do that cleansing. That's what I'm trying to get at. They do that cleansing of the people and the lands, and they clear out complete nations and they kill people. But they don't go too far, because if they wanted to, they could have destroyed everything and only had one island body nation where everybody existed, and they could have just had one kingdom and they ruled over that. They didn't have to leave other islands around. They could have killed everybody already a long time ago, or started capturing them and collecting them, putting them all in one spot. They could have did that a long time ago, but they don't want that exactly. It's a world structure that's going on. You can't reap the benefits of a world that doesn't exist. Like, basically like that. So she says, yes, it's going to be preserved and ruled over. Perhaps it's time to stay and watch to see how useful they will be in war. Dory and Broggy, Red Ogre, Blue Ogre. The power of Elbaf. Please, Chief Jarl. Please, Chief Jarul. You must flee. Something's wrong with Captains Dory and Broggy. Run for your life. That nigga said, never tell a warrior to run from battle. What do you mean, boy? I will not flee. I am here for battle. This is my fight as well. So he ain't playing. They really did tell the nigga to flee though. Like, he not playing. That nigga's not playing, bro. So Chief Ja Rule's not playing with him. He here to stay. He trying to box like with the rest of them. And then, I mean, I don't really have nothing else to add directly on. You feel me? I mean, what she said was crazy though. Let's go back, right? And I can do the talking about the chapter part of this video real smooth, real easy right now. Real now. Okay? I don't know why they sort my stuff by name. It should be by date, right? Ubisoft Connect. I don't have it. It shouldn't have Ubisoft Connect here. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm just opening up my screenshots so I can talk about this chapter. Okay. All right, my bad. So listen, this is the part in the video where I basically will be recording a video at the same time talking about what the fuck I just read live. So, you know, I'm gonna speak about it in a way where it's a choppable segment that I can just upload to YouTube as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm killing two birds with one stone. And then, you know, I'll probably also make a video reiterating a lot of the shit I was saying anyway. Because I got a lot of ideas and thoughts about what the fuck I just saw. Okay? Because I don't know what the fuck I just saw. That's the crazy thing. I don't know what the fuck I just saw, nigga. This shit is crazy. Okay? So, let me just get straight into that, right? Let's get straight into that. So, yeah, the chapter started off pretty much where the last one left off. Chapter 1150. We see Gunko doing what she's doing, okay? But I guess I did start taking these screenshots a little late. Whoa. That was some crazy shit. I saw that picture. I'm like, what the fuck picture was that? I screenshotted it because I wanted to find it for later. I'm afraid it might be some shit that I shouldn't be looking at anyway. I just screenshotted that shit too. But listen, Gunko, she is definitely on some crazy shit right now. I don't know if Gunko is exactly, she's probably not herself anymore, right? This is clearly not Imu's true vessel, Imu's true body. Imu wouldn't, I mean, and if that is the case, I would be surprised if Imu put themselves basically undercover into the enemy faction. And it's been them the whole time. That's like if Imu was on Luffy's crew this whole time. That shit'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like, but you know, I 100% doubt this the case. So, like, okay, outside of Gunko, like, Gunko is a demon, okay? There's not too much to talk about in the very, very early parts of the chapter. We see the Straw Hats struggling and shit. Okay, after Gunko is doing her thing, she summons these double barrel shotgun and a dagger. It's a combination of weapons that she summons to attack the giants and everybody else that's around her. And you know, she has this book that she summons out of thin air too. Okay, I kind of took my screenshots backwards, like I said. I don't even know if this is playing through the stream, but like, this shit is pretty crazy to me, bro. Like, then let's go to what she says right here, right? She says, in exchange for some measure of thy lifespan, thou wilt receive an undying body and uncanny strength. Under fealty to Mu, thou art unbound by common sense and logic. Demons are the only proper form for life to take. So demons, we just have to simply accept the fact that demons exist in One Piece. Have these hints been there the entire time? Not exactly super solid, but there are a lot of, it's not a new thing to One Piece. Like, look at the name of the devil fruits. They're called devil fruits since the beginning, right? But like, this motif of demons has been used back to back many times. Look at Magellan, right? A character like Magellan, who is the warden of Impel Down, he has wings, fangs, and I think a horns on his head too, and the tail, if I'm not mistaken. So he kind of looks like a demon, even though he's not a demon. We know he's not a demon, right? But he kind of looks like one in a lot of ways. So a character like him he's the type of character who, when Oda wants to go back and speak about what character has these sort of connections that have always been there, but I mean, obviously he's kind of drawing them now in hindsight. Like, it's like, you know, it's retroactive continuity changes. These are retcons. So if he does it like that, and if he makes them retcons, he can easily do it. It'll be no problem. So I guess I'm kind of digressing here. So my main point in talking about this is, this opens up the door for so many possibilities, right? Like the fact that the ancient giants might have all been demons originally. That's a strong possibility. All the ancient giants could have possibly been demons the whole time. Okay, just think about that. The ancient giants all being demons this entire time. And if that's the case, then that's the connection. If that's the connection that the giants have had this whole time, it could be why King Jaro, is that his name? No, the other one. Yeah, King Jaro. It could be why King Jaro, I forget, I don't know. Haruden is King Haruden. You know what I mean? Loki's father, right? It could be why Loki's father removed his horns, because he regrets and doesn't like this nature, this side of him. They thought it's the warrior side, but no, it's the demonic nature that the giants had inside of them. And if giants are somehow the origin of everything, that explains devil fruits. And I think Imo also has every devil fruit. I know I'm kind of just ranting off everything I think, but this shit's true, bro. And then this also brings up a deeper question again, to the connection of the Oni race, right? The Oni race. Speaking of Kaido and all of his people, right? The Oni race, they are kind of like, they're like, it's questionable what they really are now. They have horns on their head and they're called Oni, okay? These people are being referred to as demons left and right. No question about it. So the fact that they're being called Oni, and then this reverse dome, aka like return home, meaning like, like you're going back to your roots, your origins. I don't think it's just the giants that could be, this reverse dome could be used on. Maybe it is a specific giant technique. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it's something specific for giants. I don't know, but I doubt it. Okay, I think this is how Emu subjugates people, and how she has been subjugating people through over the times. My bad, I had to sneeze off screen. So Emu's a conundrum, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So you got these people on the island of Wano called Oni. Demons, aka demons, if you don't know what Oni means. Basically demons, right? And then you got these devils and also what they're calling themselves demons. Emu is literally a devil. You see the horns and the tail. Okay? She's literally a devil. So we also find out that Summers is alive. And they're talking about the kingdoms without a king and all that stuff. But then the crazy part about this chapter is Dory pulls up. Dory and Broggy pull up. This is the part, the biggest part I was already talking about earlier. But Dory and Broggy pulls up. Okay. Emu summons a book. Emu summons a book. Okay. And then this book that she summons, it appears out of thin air. It's really like magic, okay? It's a magical book, technically. And she pulls it out of thin air. Okay? And she summons a gun and a knife with it, strong enough to pierce through a giant's arm instantly. She stabbed his hand and then shot his arm. Like, the stab had nothing to do with his arm being taken off. She just stabbed his hand and then shot his whole arm off. That's kind of crazy, bro. That's kind of crazy, okay? That's his mighty arm. That's his meat beating arm. So he got that arm shot off easy. And then he got sunk down into the ground. Dome reverse it, flipped upside down, turned into a demon. And they thought that he would be himself still. But no, if you become a demon, you lose all your sense of reasoning and logic and all that. So you become a reckless idiot. And I would say that, I don't know, like let's think back at how Summers and Killingham have been acting. Maybe Gunko lacks logic and all the other stuff. But maybe Killingham does too. Maybe that's why he's been asking Gunko and not Killingham, maybe Summers. That's why he's been asking Gunko and Killingham the questions he asks them, like that weird stuff. Because he lacks logic. I was getting tongue twisted on that. Because he lacks logic and the common sense and the reasoning. But it's all, that's it conveying itself on a smaller level. Outside of something like this, where Broggy is like literally hitting his teammates and his allies. Because and you know what's crazy? I just realized that this chapter was this chapter is a little rough. There's still some roughness in this chapter. You see this? Like, his arm's not even fully connected. He didn't draw the full bat and the scribbles on the arm. I'm not saying it's terrible drawing, but Oda usually is cleaner than that. He usually is cleaner than that, so that's something I noticed. But yeah, like, even the reasoning to this degree of him like completely doing actions outside of his character, right? It's even, I think, even down to like the smallest level, because they become new people. Like, this is their new being. You know what I'm saying? So they even abandon the kids. And then the people standing next to them get turned to demons too. It's like some sort of presence that takes them over. Okay. You know what I think that's gonna happen, right? I think that it's gonna take us to get Joy Boy to eventually pull up. Cause I think that and actually I think it's ironic that Emu is a devil, right? And then the name of his devil fruit is ironic that the name of the devil fruit, being devil, has his name in it. Like, the referring to him being the devil part, right? Because Emu's the devil, basically. Even though Mu refers to himself as God, the fruits have devil in it, but they're like being used by everybody except for Emu. Emu, I don't think even has a devil fruit. Okay, I don't think Emu even has a devil fruit. The origins of people could be devils. Could be devils. I feel like devil fruits could have been possibly created to combat Emu, or the power stolen from Emu. I feel like the dynamic that this is gonna boil down to when we finally look at stuff in the past, it's gonna be some sort of simple thing that sprouted off. Like somebody was given power, somebody got betrayed. Like Emu probably knew Nika or whoever became before Emu, because I think Emu and Nika could have a similar relationship to what we see in All for One and One for All, if you know about My Hero. And like, let's not get too deep into My Hero, but I just think that they could have that type of dynamic where their backstories are intertwined all the way from the beginning, and they're the reason for kind of literally everything being the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? Just like how I think Joy Boy, he was the first pirate because he was the first one to be called a pirate, probably doing it the way exactly he was doing it. But he obviously wasn't the first person with a boat. He wasn't the first person setting sail, doing shit. Like, just naturally. I don't think. Maybe he's the first person, maybe in his circumstances, like he's living in a place where there's such restrictions on the world and him that, like I said in a video before, like he was a slave. So for him to set sail was something that nobody else could do. And that's what the freedom that he found kind of represents and all that sort of shit. So I feel like Joy Boy kind of did that. And I feel like his connection to Nika goes back to Emu hating Joy Boy, because we know Emu used to have the title of saint, okay? And just the fact that we seen Emu take control over all these giants, I feel like, and like again, I mentioned in the past when we got Joy Boy's extended history from Vegapunk talking about the past and what he knows. And I mentioned before that I think Joy Boy got betrayed by those kings. That's why Shirahoshi or the old, not Shirahoshi, the old mermaid princess, Poseidon, apologized to Joy Boy. Because I think, and then Zunisha even apologized to Joy Boy. I think a lot of these people got taken control of. Okay? And now, and you know what? Oh, I have a new theory, bro. I have a new theory, right? So let me finish that one, right? I think that Joy Boy got betrayed by the 20 kings because Emu controlled them to do it. Emu controlled them and commanded them to do it. Or maybe they bribed them to become kings, exchanged them for power, and made them, I don't know, like just like how he made Dory and Broggy become kings, actually. So no, Emu probably actually made them become kings and betray Joy Boy, right? And then the other thing I just thought of, I hope I don't forget it right now. God damn it. Damn. Shit, bro. Joy Boy, he got betrayed. Emu controlling people. I was talking about Emu controlling people. I think Emu, there was somebody before Emu, like how there was a Nika before Joy Boy. And then, damn, I lost my train of thought right there because I had to finish that one first. Damn. Damn, bro. Listen, dude, I don't know what the fuck I was about to say. That shit, I just drew a complete blank. Oh my God. Maybe while I'm listening back to the video, maybe it'll come back around when that part of the video pops up. Because I drew a complete blank. I don't know what I was about to say. So, yeah, man, I think that Emu's power to control people is even like, damn, I was about to say, I think he's the secret. Oh, yeah. Zunisha, the elephant. I was wondering, like, why, how he's getting commanded to walk. Who, and then that was my theory, right? The only person that could be alive still now today to enforce that command and that punishment would be Emu. And this is before I said this before I knew that Emu had the ability to control people, right? Because when I said that, I wasn't saying Emu was controlling Zunisha. I was just saying that Emu commanded Zunisha, and if Zunisha stopped walking, then Emu would know because, you know, Emu's alive and is watching things and probably would know if Zunisha stopped walking because if he commanded that nigga to keep walking, it's probably a big deal, you know? So, like, I think Zunisha got controlled into walking. He got forced into walking forever through control. So I don't think it's his choice. I think the only time he chose, or not even chose, I think the only time he involuntarily kind of like resisted that a little bit was when he appeared up in Wano for Joy Boy. He heard the sound of his heart beating. And that's going to lead me into something I was going to say earlier with the fact that I think just like this magic that exists, there's some sort of extra force, even is consistent with how we see Brook use his soul ability and even his music ability that may or may not be connected to his soul ability, because he's also musical and he has a soul fruit. So he might be using his music to amplify one or the other, right? Either way, he's using this energy that connects on this certain level that no other energy does, and it affects people. I think that there's magic in this world, and I think that Luffy and his music that beats through his chest and his heart, the drum, that is Joy Boy and Nika's rhythm, I think that is going to be able to liberate people from this demonic hold. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit is going to be able to free people from this demonic grasp. You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe that could play into Janisha's punishment. He liked the music. Elephants know how to play music. Elephants can play the drums. They can paint. He could stomp if he wanted to, stomp a rhythm. He could have been free. Like I said, he could have used his size and whatnot to free people and save them. And he got punished for some shit in the past. But I definitely think that Nika's rhythm and Brook's music may play a role into this. Brook might even be the one to stop Gunko. Honestly, he might be the one to stop her. He might pull up on her and start playing some music, and then she starts to remember who she used to be. You know what I'm saying? So I think Brook could reverse her back. And then you see how both her eyes are the same now, right? They're both light. So you gotta remember Zunisha, Emu, now Gunko. and Mihawk. Hawkeye and Mihawk are the only characters we've seen with these type of eyes in the show. What does that mean? Mihawk is a demon, I think. Or I think this is a sign of an ancient being, a being who existed at a certain time, whatever that might mean. I think that's what these eyes mean. You've existed past a certain time. Perhaps you're immortal. That's been, I think, there's a theory in the past that people have said that the eyes might be a sign of the immortality surgery from the Opi no Mi, from the Opi no Mi, right? And I think that's not too far off now, because Mihawk, I know that's kind of a random mentioning of him, but Mihawk, Dracul very well could be a celestial dragon royal family. It could be one of the 20 families. Okay? Nerona, Emu. You know what I'm saying? Nefertari, Nerona, Dracul, like Figarling, or Garling, or whichever one. That's where Shanks is from, the Figarling family. There's a lot of different things going on in this show right now. And then this dome reverse, look at that shit. That shit's crazy. That's like a little, yo, I just realized, you know what style I realized Oda kind of has that his style reminds me of? If you ever read like the little Captain Underpants comics back in the days, his style definitely has that type of flavor to it. And I just realized that just now, even though like that's been his kind of thing. Sometimes it's kind of like mimicking the cartoonish style. And I just not noticed this. It's crazy. But Emu's showing how they don't want to just completely destroy. Kind of crazy. That's a good touch to the character. And good nuance, I should say. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the old man's gonna fight, it seems like. The old man's gonna fight. Summer's putting himself back together. Slowly but surely. I guess immortality is immortality. You can slow it down and stifle it. But you can't completely get rid of it, apparently. So next chapter, I feel like we're gonna see Chopper talking to Gabon, figuring out. I hope it's within the next 2 chapters. Luffy might pull up. I want him to, but it could be too soon. And I think Luffy definitely will fight Emu. But I think we're gonna need Brook to be the one to end this interaction with Emu. And I think if he wakes up Gonko with his music, and Gonko passes out and wakes up, I don't think that's gonna stop the possession of these other people. They've been reversed. Something else is gonna have to stop them. That's when Luffy's gonna come into play, possibly with the Nika drum beat. Remember, the Nika drum beat has its own energy to it. It's a fuel source. Vegapunk was specifically looking for some sort of energy or fuel source to power the Iron Giant. The sound of Luffy's heartbeat woke him back up. It woke him back up. A nigga was in hibernation sleep. So if Luffy doesn't have a power similar or opposite of this Emu abilities, all of the abilities of Mu, right? Because they call himself Mu. I guess Mu is the most popular translation now. So cause like I said earlier, like it's like all for one for all. I think it's kind of like 2 sides of the same coin. The powers go hand in hand, but they're opposite, and they're both kind of born out of the same thing, but kind of now are used perfectly to go against each other. One's all white, one's all black. And it's something I noted with this chapter too, right? When Dorian Broggy got turned into reverse, his color palette stayed the same, basically. I thought he would turn all black, like his hair would turn black. No, his color palette stays the same. He looks the same. I wonder if he can hide his wings and start pretending like he's normal. Because they still have conscience. They don't have logic, really. So I guess like they wouldn't really do that. That's logically thinking. They wouldn't do something like that unless they were ordered to start acting a little bit more careful or some shit like that, right? So outside of that, yeah, like Dorian Broggy, their color palette stayed the same. They just got giant. They got bigger. We didn't exactly see him get bigger, but he stood up and towered over his people. So like we know it. But yeah, like him being near people transformed them. That energy that's like people, I've seen a couple theories though. Like I said, I've seen a couple theories, but I heard spoilers. I've seen people saying like the sea god, forest god maybe. Possibly one of the two. I look back at the mural. It seems like people have been waiting for Nika to always come back, the sun god to always come back. It seems like the forest god might have been not a bad guy. These demons probably weren't evil. The demon. And it seems like the big monster that's depicted in both murals is different. Even though one of them had like an earth god who possibly died and became the red line, because the earth god is nowhere to be found in any of the murals later on. So it's probably the red line. The corpse of the earth god became the red line. I don't know. It's a lot going on. But yo, I think that's it for me right here though. Okay. It's been a good chapter. There's a lot happening. This stream has been laggy. I will just make a video. If my streams are gonna be like this on this channel all the time, no more streams, okay? And I'm getting a little drowsy. I had to take a Benadryl because my allergies are fucking crazy. But I'm not going to sleep. I gotta do some other shit. But I think for now I am out. Let me know something, y'all. Leave a like, subscribe, whatever. They're gonna send Dorian Broggy into war. Chief Jaru is going to fight, he said, but he keeps making his face like he knows what's going on. You know what I think? Oh, no, wait. Last theory. I think Jaru does know what's going on. I think he knows exactly what's going on because all those years ago, in the throne room, when Loki killed his father, supposedly, I think what really happened was he had no choice because his father got turned into a demon, and Chief Jaru was probably the bitch ass nigga who was submitting and bent the knee and was going to just like let everything happen. He was probably going to work with the world government, but I think that sword in his head took his memories away. I think the sword in his head messed up his memories. If he takes it out, he won't die. He'll just remember everything. Maybe he already is a demon. No, I doubt that. Well, that could be true. Like, yeah, maybe he doesn't want to take it out because then he doesn't want people to notice that he's not gonna die from that shit when normal people would. Oh, see, that's two theories right there. Maybe he is immortal. Maybe not. But the first part, though, I really think the first part might be really true. That first part might be true, though, man. Loki killed his father because of sort of a similar situation with Dorian Broggy, like what's happening now with them. A similar joint. This is how, Luffy and Loki are going to team up to save Elbaf. They're going to save Elbaf because of this. I think his Nika rhythm, Luffy's Nika rhythm, is hated by Emo. I think it is. I think it is that connection of music and the spiritual shit is really, really real, bro. Magic exists. People repeat. I've seen a lot of people mentioning how like the first chapter, Romance Dawn, like like the prototype chapter, the shit that's not even like canon no more because that shit got all switched up when the actual first chapter came out, right? Romance Dawn depicted a villain that used black magic villain, okay? And he was the clown magic man fighting pirates, and it was black magic existed in that world. I think magic has been existing in the world this entire time, or at the very least, the supernatural. We know that shit has always been a thing with I forgot what they're called, but those German boat spirits or like intangible objects having spirits and people being able to see them, talk to them. Okay, I think the dead have come back to life and have been spirits or ghosts in multiple different occasions, right? So we know that connection can happen. And the simple existence of devil fruits, which is not natural or scientific by any means in our world or that world. The only natural part about them is that they can be found in nature because they just grow or pop up. But that shit's still not fucking natural. You know what I mean? It's still weird. It's supernatural. It's supernatural. It's not natural. It's supernatural. Devil fruits have always been supernatural. It's a phenomenon. Okay? It's always been. Even all the powers are supernatural. Luffy might have to really liberate all these people from the devil's abyss. Being that Nika and Joy Boy have similar powers that affect people in some way, not just inspiring people through legend. Maybe his rhythm can really purify these devils. This battle will likely include a giant Luffy to fight the newly powered devil giants. Loki will probably be freed to help the fight. I think Loki's definitely gonna be free to help to fight these super giants. There's no way they're not noticing the hockey down there. And I think Emu predates Joy Boy. And the only person who knows about him is Jaro. So when Loki, who is definitely gonna join the fight because he noticed the hockey, he's just gonna think like, yo, what the fuck, that shit weird. Or maybe we'll see him say like, yo, this is what I felt that day on the throne room. Because like I said, he doesn't have to be as old as Jaro, but that event that I think might have happened in the throne room where Jaro and Loki were there, and Jaro got a sword lodged in his head because he was a bitch ass nigga or maybe a traitor. And then Loki had to kill his father because he got turned into a demon, and Jaro just don't remember nothing and saw Loki kill his father. It was like, yo, lock this dude up. Or maybe Jaro remembers everything and he pinned it on Loki because he saw his father turn into a demon because Jaro was the one who was about to fuck up and do some stupid shit with the world government. But then after he saw them niggas turn niggas into demons, he changed his mind because he's like, oh, never mind, I was really about to mess up. You know, good thing he took the bullet for me. And I'm gonna lock his son up too because that nigga saw the truth and he kind of big. He might knock me out if he really put his hands on me for real. So I think he kind of went about it like that. If I'm being honest, bruh. If I'm being honest, I think he went about that shit like that. Magic definitely exists in this world though. That's another thing. I'm just talking about random bullet points. Magic definitely exists in the world in One Piece. Okay, we're just talking about that prototype. All them niggas' eyes, Emu, Zunisha, and Mihawk. Zunisha's eyes are blue, but they have those rings around them. Like Emu's eyes have those rings on them. Especially right now with the, both of them being Emu-ified, because Gunko is here, right? Yeah, I don't know. Emu could have gave out devil fruit abilities, man. Somebody could have made a deal with the real devil. Like the real devil. Emu, whoever Emu is, or they could have been the person who made the deal, the first deal with the real devil in exchange for power or some shit like that to help everybody else. Like there's a story about like a devil. There's this devil who came to help this town of people who were plagued by rats. And the town was plagued by rats. I think they were rats. Let's use rats. Okay. The town was plagued by rats, and then the devil came to town, and he removed the rats for him. He removed all the rats for the town. But after he removed the rats, they turned their back on him because they were scared of him because he's the devil. And they banished him from town, kicked him out. They were ungrateful. They didn't pay him back. They shunned him. I forgot what the devil did after that, but you can imagine how that type of story would end up. You can imagine how that type of story would end up. The devil being shunned after doing some good deed selflessly. He probably will never be selfless again. Never again. He probably would he probably make sure for the rest of his life things are preserved and ruled over and not destroyed. Sounds familiar, huh? Yeah, that's because Gunko or Emu just said it this chapter. That story though, that was a real story. I forgot what the fuck that was though. I forgot. But nah, these giants becoming giant. Loki could have killed his father because of that. I feel like Emu is also, it's the Pied Piper. You know the Pied Piper? Like the dude, he's playing that flute. The Pied Piper played the flute to the children and led them all to their deaths and killed all the kids led them off a cliff or some shit like that. The Pied Piper, that's why that phrase, like you paying the Pied Piper or whatever. It's like it's basically like you're fucking around, you're gonna find out, nigga. You're doing some stupid shit, and you're gonna pay up for it. And you know what's crazy about Broggy's healed arm? I thought it was drawn wrong. So his arm floating is not drawn wrong, because that's just highlighted too also. So his arm is not fully connected. I guess because it doesn't need to. It's just gonna float there. Okay. Yeah.